Well, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. And welcome to Elonda Monet's Motivational Moment. Before I start, I have to do my salutations. Aboragani. Assalamu alaikum. Ikaru. Now that I've done my salutations, let's get into the meat of the message for today. And yesterday, I was sick with my sinuses, so I was not able to get on at all. I was puffy and did not look presentable for anyone to see me, so I stayed in the bed up under the covers, hoping that my eyes would go down, and thank God they did. And I started to feel better later on that day, but I couldn't get on yesterday, so I'm sorry guys, but I'm back today. Now we're going to talk about how to deal with disrespectful people. And this is a topic that goes deep, because there are some people in your life that talk to you as if you are a kid, or talk to you as if you don't matter, overlook you, tend to place you in a box, or they just really just disrespect you altogether. And at this point in my life, I'm 52, about to be 53. Hey, and I look 35. Just kidding. Anyway, I do not allow people to disrespect me on any level. Now, if I feel that I am being disrespected and I want to keep the relationship, then I will walk away and tell that person, at this time, I am not able to respond to your particular situation. Give me time to investigate and let me get back with you. That's only if I do not want to destroy that relationship. Now, if you continue to be disrespectful, and if you continue to disrespect me, then I'm going to let you know where you can get off, how many times you can get off, where you can get off, and where to stay. Out of my way, out of my face, and in your lane. Out of my way, out of my space, and in your lane. 3 ways you can stay: out of my face, out of my business, and in your lane. Okay, now I'm the kind of person, I am wide open. My feelings are always on my shoulders, so you will know where I'm coming from. There's nothing to be hidden. Now, when it comes to different people that my mom is associated with, I try to give them leniency. But I've learned that you cannot give people leniency who do not respect you. And if those people do not respect you, then don't be around them. Do not allow someone to talk to you as if you are nothing. Do not allow anyone to come at you as if you are beneath them. You have a role to play. You have a position to play. Play your position, whatever it is. If it's your position to bow out, if it's your position to tell them how you feel, if it's your position not to even indulge in the argument or the disagreement, then you play your position. For me, I'm going to let you know where you get on, where you get off, and where you can stay. I don't play, especially when it comes to my stability, when it comes to my mind, when it comes to who I am. You will not approach me in a manner in which I am not comfortable with. I do not allow it. Now, how do you deal with someone who disrespects you? Now, and I got this from, of course, the internet. So this is some of the things that they say. Stay calm. Keeping your composure is critical. For me, at times, keeping my composure, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. When you tell me to be the bigger person in the situation and the other person is being very offensive, I'm not going to be big. If you go low, I go lower. If you go to the flow, I go to hell. This is one person that you might not want to play mind games with, or Russian roulette of the tongue with, because I don't play those kinds of games. I will cut you up with this and leave you on the side of the road. God is still working with me, with my mouth, so don't push it. Don't let you be the test. Number 2, be firm, not aggressive. A firm response communicates that you will not tolerate disrespect. I will not tolerate disrespect on any level. I am not going to belittle myself so that you can feel okay in your mediocrity. That's not who I am. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me and my position. No matter what my position is, if it's a minister, if it is the top of the chain, if it is a leader of an organization, you will respect me in my position. I don't have to have you as a friend, nor do I want you as a friend. My friend circle is very, very tight. Why? Because everybody can't handle my truth. Number 3, set boundaries. Clearly expressing what behavior is unacceptable and what the consequences might be if it is overlooked. Clearly express what behavior is unacceptable. I will not accept you talking down to me. I will not accept you adding me on at the end as if I am just an add-on. I will not tolerate being talked down to. I just won't. I'll leave the situation. And the best way for me to leave that situation is to drop the ball wherever it is and leave. Now, if I have to speak on the situation, it's not going to be good. And I'm not going to be nice at all if I have to speak on the situation. So let me walk away, because that's probably the best thing for you. Now, if you see a tear come out, boo-boo, that's just the cost of me knowing you. That tear saved your life. Because if the tear didn't come, the mouth would. Pick and choose your battles. Some people are not even worth you giving them a piece of your mind. Some people, or they do things to make themselves feel as if they are above. Now, if you have to do all of that just so that you can feel good, boo, it's something wrong with you. If everybody that comes in contact with you always saying that you have a bad mouth, or that you irritate people, or you put people down, then you need to look at yourself, because it's something about you, not us. You are the common denominator in that whole situation. That's why it's not working for you. Then the next one is to reflect on that relationship. Do I need this relationship? What does this relationship bring to me? How does this relationship cultivate where I'm trying to go? How does it help me? If it doesn't, let it go. And that's for friendships, kinships, cousinships, whatever ship you in. If that ship does not help you move, if it does not help you grow, then don't be a part of it. Why be a part of something that is tearing you down? Why be a part of something that is not edifying you? You have that power, so use it. Now, the disrespectful behavior is always aggressive, but it's not always intentional. Give the other person the benefit of the doubt and not try to automatically conclude that they're initially or intentively out to hurt you. Ask yourself if the rude behavior is a part of a constant pattern or one-off event, and think about whether or not it seems to be directed to you personally. For example, if someone calls you names and purposely pushes you out of their way, it's pretty clear that they're being intentional and disrespectful. On the other hand, if someone sends out a group email about an upcoming study group and doesn't include you, it's a possibility that they simply forgot to add you to the email list. Likewise, if someone makes an uncouth comment in front of you, it could be simply doesn't realize that they're touching on a sensitive subject. Ask for clarification if necessary. It is easy to misunderstand other people's words or actions. Keep your tone calm and use neutral, non-compatible language like, "What do you mean by that?" Now, I've had an interaction with a person that goes to my church for a number of years. And every interaction, every connection, every talk with them has been on the negative side. And I don't care what I do, I don't care what I'll say, and trying to take the high road does not work. So I have concluded that this person does not care for me, and this person is intentionally doing things toward me. So I have to make a conscious effort and a conscious decision to handle the situation. I have spoken with my pastor on several different occasions, and it seems that this person will continue to do what he or she has been doing. So therefore, I am in conclusiveness of saying that this person is going to get these lips the next time there is an opportunity for me to give them to this person. I do not believe in other people trying to make other people feel small, belittled, or unwanted. I do not play along with that. Okay. Take a moment to calm down if you're upset. Yep, it took me a couple of days to calm down. Take a deep breath and get your feelings under control. Dealing with the disrespectful behavior can be very upsetting. However, responding impulsively or saying the first thing that pops into your head can just make the situation worse and lead to unnecessary conflict. If you are upset, like for a moment, breathe and take your feelings under control. If you have to, excuse yourself and leave the room for a minute. You might try counting from 10 to 1 or doing some grounding exercises like looking around and seeing how many blue things you can spot. Determine if it's worthwhile to respond. Now, this one is one of the ones that I really do take at heart. Is it right? Is it relevant? But most of all, is it worth it? Now, if the actions of the other person continues, then it's well worth it for you to stop them, because even a crazy person knows who to mess with and who not to mess with. They know who to communicate with and who not to. So at this point, I am to the level of don't say nothing to me and I won't say nothing to you. It's fine by me. I don't need you. I don't want you, and you are not in my immediate circle anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Knowing who is in your corner is very, very important, and know who you can trust and who you cannot trust is also good. If the disrespectful behavior was mild and a one-time event, usually it's best to ignore and to move on. Confronting the person may not help anything and could even escalate the situation. However, if the behavior is a part of a constant pattern and if it is interfering with your daily life and your ability to work, and confrontation may be justified. Now, this person that I am having issues with whenever, and it's not just with me, it's with everybody that she is in contact with. She has a very nasty mouth. Very nasty. And she talks to people as if they are beneath her. I'm not that person. So I'm going to meet you at your intensity. So walk on over and I'm going to show you what these lips can do. I'm going to show you very much. I've had years of practice on cutting people down, and I'm fairly good at it without cursing. But I'll let you know where you can and can't get off, which one you can ride and which one you can't. So I'm probably not the person to have a verbal interaction with. But since you opened the door, then step right up, step right on in and have a seat. Let's talk. Let's get this out in the open. This is how I feel, and I don't care how you feel at this point. For example, if your partner or a spouse regularly says rude things to you or refuses to take your feelings into account, it is time to have a talk. On the other hand, if a stranger cuts ahead of you in the line at the grocery store, it's probably not worth your time or energy to confront them. Oh, yes, I will. Excuse me, I'm in line. Get behind the last person that's in line. Thank you. When deciding to respond to a rude comment, like life coach says, it takes some time to collect yourself. Consider whether or not calling the person out is necessary. Yes, it is. And to be kind but firm, I'll try. Make sure that your boundaries are set if you decide to confront them. Boo, I'm not the one. Take a long walk off a short pier. As a matter of fact, just duck your head in the sand because no one wants to hear what you have to say anyway. And which brings me to another point. People who are in leadership, watch who you put over other people. If they already have a nasty disposition, why would you put them over anything? Maybe they need to be set down and learn how to communicate with others. Just maybe. So tomorrow I'm going to talk about trying to disarm them with kindness. Now that's something that I'm going to have to learn because I have not learned that yet. I am still working on that part of my life. I'm still trying to kill them with kindness because that is not my nature. That is not who I am. And that's not in my repertoire. It's just not. So that's something that's out of the ordinary for me. So that's something that I'm going to have to work on. But with that being said, guys, I have got to go. I love you, but God loves you more. And remember, I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Now, all of my talks, my broadcasts can be found at Elonda Monet Hatter on YouTube. Look me up. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Tell a friend, bring a friend, show a friend. So with that being said, guys, I've got to go. I'll see you at the top because the bottom's too crowded. Bye.